two beautiful mini rubber ducks. What does it make you think of? Joy. That's what it makes me think of. Joy and happiness, being in the bath. So, what do we want to do with it? We want to toss it in the pool, because this is our bath. Another layer of comfort and motivation for you guys will be having those out by us when you're swimming. You just have to think, I want that rubber ducky. I'm going to get to that rubber ducky. It's going to be great. So with that, we want to kick it off and get our outside the pool warm-up going. So I'm going to turn it over to Enzo.
All right, so we're going to start working up on arms. You want to demonstrate for me?
Love to.
All right, so the first exercise, we're working on arms, and we're going to do windmills with our arms. Josh's going to demonstrate really quick. So we're going to do alternating, make sure your arm goes all the way back.
And give yourself some space, spread out.
We're going to count you guys through on each side. So we're going to do 5 on each side real quick. All right, so everyone's ready? All right, start on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And before we move on, we want to do a quick, this is going to be integrated into our swimming later. So now we're going to think about bringing this thumb up as it gets to the sky, and once you get over your head, we're going to flip the hand, go pinky behind us. You'll see why later. It's going to be great.
All right, so we're going to do another 5 of those. You guys ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
All right, and then we're going to get a skiing position like we did on Tuesday.
Yes.
We're going to do alternating arms up and down. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shake it out. Do it one more time. Get a little hamstring stretch. Getting loose. All right, come up a little bit, back in position.
All right.
5 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We got upper bodies ready to go. It's getting warm. Now we're going to get into the lower bodies like last time. So we have squats and Bulgarians. Again, can anyone remember the thing we want to think about for squats? What's our cue to think of to really sit back, get into it? Anyone? Raise your hand. Whoopee cushions, sitting back in that nice reclining chair. Now for Bulgarians, what do we want to be thinking about? Squashing. Can't want to roll, my man. Squashing the spider. So we get out, knee an inch off the ground, and then squashing the spider. So we're going to do not as much legs today, because you guys are maybe a little fatigued from last time. No, just kidding. So what we're going to do is superset. We're going to do 10 regular squats, and then we'll do 8 Bulgarians on each side. Again, we're going to count it out together like we did last time. And then let's make sure we remember to be thinking about form on these and pace. So that's really what we want to emphasize as we're warming up. So all together, we're going to start with our squats. Remember 10 and then 8 on each leg for Bulgarians. Ready? Count it together. Down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, up, 10. Great. Let's do right leg out in front first. Get in good position, hands on the hips.
Squash that spider.
Squash that spider on the way up, drive that knee down, inch off the ground. And down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8. Great. Normal staying position, feet shoulder width apart, left foot out. Same thing. Squash that spider. Ready, and down, up,
1,
down, up,
2,
down, up,
3,
down, up,
4,
down, up,
5,
down, up,
6,
down, up,
7,
down, up.
8.
Great. All right, that's all the outside of the pool warm-ups we have. So if you want to go ahead and get ready, we're going to hop in the pool and get a little mini warm-up in there as well.
Just before we get into the pool and get started, and before we kind of give you our lesson layout for today, I just wanted to bring up our last class, which was the fundamentals of learning the freestyle stroke. Can someone point out a cue, particular to the legs, of what we were looking for when you guys were kicking? What would the water look like?
Boiling water.
Boiling water, correct. And we focus on flutter kicks, right? Engaging what part of the leg first? The hips, yep. And then following through with the knee and ankle. How about the arms? What should be the first point of contact with the water? The thumb, right? And then I emphasize the full range of motion. So as soon as your thumb hits the water, make sure you're pulling all the way. Make sure you get parallel to your body before going to the other arm. A couple more things is, what did we want when we're breathing, our arm to look like? Does anyone remember?
Sure.
The shark fin, correct. So right here, we can see is the shark fin. And just another tip, when we're breathing, if you picture this as the shark fin, right under it is our window. And when we want to catch our breath, or get a breath in, make sure your chin is tilted up, and you're breathing right through this window right here. And then lastly, on our breathing patterns, we want to really emphasize to pick a breathing pattern that works for you. I know we talked about every other stroke, every few strokes, so just bringing that up again. Make sure to breathe, because it'll make essentially your going from point A to point B a lot easier and more efficient. And Leo will tell you guys about what we're going to be doing today.
All right. And today we will be going over the backstroke, as you might have guessed, with our arm exercises as a warm-up. Before doing that, we're going to be going over the freestyle stroke a little more, just to refine it, and because it's a great correlation to our backstrokes. It's basically freestyle, you're just on your back now, and the point of contact, just like Augie was mentioning, was for freestyles the thumb. This time is the pinky. You're scooping forward, your water forward. So similar to Tuesday, we're going to be breaking up the stroke into 3 parts, starting with legs, arms and breathing, and then finally we're going to be able to bring them all together and have a combination of all 3. So that's what we're going to be working on. I'm going to be spinning you guys into groups, same groups as Tuesday, and I'm going to read them off, and then we'll hold hands and jump into them. The first page. Right here, Morgan, Crystal, Brody, and Jake. Cam, Chloe, and Henry. Susan and there. Okay, sweet. We got Brett, Maddie, Nick, and Dean's not here, but Dean would be there. And then lastly, Spencer, Yazzie, Noah, and Vince.
I'll go ahead and stand on the edge. Remember your group. Get in the lane. Jump in. Stand, form out, look out for the. Everybody grab a hand. We're not ready. Hey, not quite ready. Augie will lead us as we're ready.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Wonderful. All right, make some nice and wet, and then we're gonna have everyone on the edge of the pool. Grab your. Watch it like Leo said. We're going to be reviewing our form for. Oh yeah, sliding. All right, we're switching up lanes.
Hey, we're going to keep it in these 4 middle lanes.
Yeah, so Yazzie, know you guys can slide in. We're going to do a slightly different format today, so we're all going to be in the center 4 lanes. And so you'll have 1 coach per lane ready to take care of you guys and give feedback. So we're going to be reviewing our two halves of the freestroke or freestyle before we get into actual freestyle. So we're going to start with just the legs, which is the lower half of our boat. Can anyone remind me of what that boat part is? The motor, the speedboat, the quickness. So you got quick feet, keeping the water boiling and not splashing. So we want to think about that. So we're going to be holding on to our kickboards. Everyone has a kickboard back there. For right now, you're just going to do an out to the coaches and back and hand that kickboard off. So we're going to do a little demo out to the 5 foot mark. You guys can see what we're doing.
Just remember what the grip should look like on your kickboard, either grabbing the sides like this or the top, and you want to reach out as far as you can in front of you to try to keep a nice flat level surface with the water.
And then once you guys get out to us, we'll have you stop and turn around and head back. So the first person in each group, go ahead and grab a kickboard. And then, go ahead and come on out to us. Good. So the legs nice and warm. That is your first group. Yeah, I like the way you're engaging from inside. That was even better than yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. How's it feel? Yeah? I love to hear that. I like it. That's perfect.
Let's see if you can just get
Nice. Quick, powerful kicks like our speedboats.
Nice flutter kicking.
There we go. Boil that water, Zoe.
I like the way you're pointing right now.
All right, Henry, let's see it, my man.
Boil that water.
Boil it. See, look at that. You already know your own things. I love it. Yep,
How are
keep
you
those hips
today?
up.
Feels like working. It's like boil it. Blend it.
Very nice. Get those hips up. Get those feet right by the surface of the water. There it is.
Yeah, nice rotation through the
Alright, boil that water.
It's like a great kick.
perfect, though.
I feel a little bit warmer.
Are you feeling better, like not sick anymore, or are you just thinking like that?
That was better.
Nice.
Make sure you're going from the hip first.
Keep those hips up.
Much better.
Keep those arms out. Nice, Brody.
Get your heels a little higher, guys. There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
Boil that water.
Good speedboat, Yazi. Good speedboat. All right, now we're going to move on to the next half of our freestyle stroke. Enzo's going to talk us through that.
Alright, so a little bit different than last time. We're actually using some swimming buoys with us. We're going to go in between our legs. But this is just going to accentuate isolating the arms. So if you remember what Augie was talking about earlier this lesson, where we were talking about the cues, where you're making a shark fin, you're putting your thumb down, you're peering through the window, that's how you breathe. This time we're just going to make it a little bit harder for you guys and really work on those arms to get them warmed up.
Just get them nice and isolated.
Just to kind of clear, make it a little bit more clear, these will be going on the upper part of our legs, not below the knees, but above the knees, inside of the thighs. Here.
Inner thigh.
So we're going to go ahead and swim out to the 5 foot mark, give you a little demonstration so you can see what we're doing. And go ahead and grab a swimming buoy. You only need one for right now. Call them later.
And again, the focus is just arms. You're going to be tempted to kick just being that you have the ability to use your legs, but just try and focus on just using your arms to get you from point A to point B.
Yep, arms and breathing. All right, here's the demo.
Don't kick like I just did. You're gonna be tempted to, but
Leo's our demonstration of how not to do it. So if you watched him the whole time, sorry. Just kidding. All right, so first person, go ahead and grab a swimming buoy, and we're gonna do the same thing: out, and then back, and then hand it off to the next person. And go. Here's to that window. Who's good? Yeah,
really scoop that water back.
Increase that water. Nice. Way to reach out and really pull through. One thing I'd say when you're breathing, feel Maddie, well, more in the water, a little lower, just to be a little more efficient. Arms look really nice.
You have a lot of like real cool version? Yeah.
So you got it. I know, but arms look good. Yeah, continue to try to use that. Oh, no. Here. I know, it's tricky, but just try to focus on it.
They go this slow. So it's here.
Whatever's coming.
We're saying where we sit.
Yeah, sit in the water. Here, sorry.
Facing that. So you're here.
Hey, little zigzag, there's nothing wrong with that. Form looked good.
Back in the day.
You're good.
I feel like my shoulders are very
Great. You guys look very good, even more comfortable than yesterday. That's our little review on freestyle before we hop into backstroke. Anyone have any questions before we move on? Just as we
Just
that last recap.
one more exercise we're gonna put in place for you guys is now that we've focused on our legs and arms, we're gonna just go a couple times there and back. We're gonna have one at a time. So once first person goes, they're gonna go to the teacher and they'll stop there. And then the next person in line will go and we'll continue through that until everyone's on this side. And then we'll go back and then we'll get into the next stroke.
This is the whole stroke all together.
Yep.
Now we can
Combining both parts we just practiced on.
Boil in the water, peeking through the window, come down, scoop the water back. Got it. Going in here and back.
and then stay there.
All right. First group.
Stay there.
Yeah.
First group, when you're ready. Next person.
All right, Maddie. Slide in. All right, Henry, let's see it. There you go. Fundamental.
Got it, guys.
Way to
Next time, on your way back, work on taking smaller kicks. Some big splash.
So as we head back, all right, we're gonna have you guys head back. First person in your group, go ahead. It's pretty good. I like it. It's pretty good. Very Chloe, quick feet, quick feet. Good, feet look nice. Yeah. Looking awesome. Yes, please. So that format that we just introduced you to is how we're going to keep it for backstroke. So if each person come out, we're going to give you feedback as you get to us. Next person comes, next person. So we're going to give you feedback individually, and then on your way back, try and apply that as much as possible. Try and keep you guys as moving oriented as possible and ALT at its finest. All right, so we're going to move on to backstroke. Turn it over to Augie and Leo.
All right, guys. So as I mentioned in the objective part of class today, we will be breaking up the backstroke just like we did last week to legs, arms, breathing, and a combination of both. So we're going to be working on the leg portion of the backstroke. You want to think of the same essential pillars of the freestyle. We're just going to incorporate into backstroke. So still leading from the hip, your knee's gonna slightly bend. Slightly bend. It's gonna be a natural bend, but you don't want to think of kicking from the knee. It's the initiation from the hip. So with that being said, last week we were focusing on heels coming up slightly. Now it's toes. So you're still plantar flexing your toes. Now it's just your toes coming up slightly. Heels stay in the water. Toes come up. So it's just flipping onto your back. That's it for legs. We'll focus on arms and breathing once we get to Travis. So for now, all we want to focus on is legs. Again, backstroke is an awkward movement for a lot of us because it's on our back. I mean, naturally we think that's a little more comfortable, but as soon as we get into the water, just we don't know where we're going, right? We're looking straight up. It's a whole plethora of reasons. So right now, let's just focus on legs, focusing on, again, initiation from the hip, pointing toes, still making bubbles, not big splashes. Toes reach up above water, heels stay down.
With that, our first exercise, if you guys want to switch places with us so you can get a better view of what we're going to be doing. Leo and Travis will be demonstrating the first leg exercise we're going to be doing. So what we're going to have is Leo and Travis are going to grip the wall behind them. And what they're going to focus on is keeping their body parallel to the water and keeping themselves up by using their legs as kicking. So you guys want to go ahead and start kicking. Notice how the bubbles are still looking like it's going. So everything we learned from freestyle stroke is still being incorporated. You guys can go ahead and stop. Everything we learned in freestyle is essentially going to be incorporated to the backstroke as far as our kicking and our legs. Still, we want the water to boil. And then as Leo touched on, instead of our heels barely reaching the surface, it's going to be now our toes.
So as we get in this position practice, this is our visual. Laying on your back, head on the pillow, eyes looking down at the toes. So it's like you're about to fall asleep, but you're getting active with it. The toes, not rigid, but kind of like ballerina toes. So that's what plantar flexion is for any of our non-kinesis majors. So we're gonna head and go and get this one started. Switch spots with you.
And if you guys,
We're so happy.
feel free to go in the outside lanes as well for this one if you guys need more room. And we're gonna go ahead and do this for time, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll do it a couple more times.
Yeah,
We'll spread all on the wall.
cozy, really cozy.
Are you ready, kids? All right, go ahead and bring those legs up. Make sure to try and get yourself parallel to the water by kicking.
Feel like jets in the bathtub. That's nice. That's nice. Yep. Try and get into the water. There it is. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. Awesome. Yep. Less bend in the knees.
I know this may feel a little awkward. Just try and keep in mind It's similar to the freestyle stroke. So if you're really comfortable with freestyle stroke, that's when you're prone. Anyone having any trouble boiling water keeping themselves happy? You feel comfortable?
Whatever feel fine getting into some moving with the kickboards.
Yep.
Yazi?
I'm just having a hard time distinguishing between if I'm using my knees or my hips. Like, how do you know if you're doing it with your hips versus your knees? I don't know if I'm doing both with one.
So with that, if you can recall and doing the freestyle stroke, how the hips were slightly moving. Here you should feel that even when you're on your back. So there should be a slight motion of your hips. So that way you know. Like I mentioned, there's going to be a slight motion in your knee. It's not really hard to keep it fully straight. And you really just being conscious of small.
With that, being on your back, you kind of have now have an advantage of looking at what your lower part of your body is doing. When you're on your back, you can really see my hips, on the surface of the water. That's how you can tell that the hips are doing the knees first, and then when your knee kind of barely comes up like the water, and then your toes. So you can really, it's really helpful now that we can see what's going on. So you can kind of self-correct whether or not you're using your foot first.
So we're going to be moving on to our second exercise using the kickboard. I'll have Augie demonstrate that. So essentially it's going to be the same. Now we're coming off the wall, not just yet, but we will be coming off the wall. Full extension of the arms, just like Augie was mentioning. And same, thinking of the same exact thing that we were just working on with our legs. So nothing changes besides just having our arms overhead. Obviously you're going to be laying down onto our back, reminding ourselves that we're laying onto a pillow, looking straight forward into our toes, making small, boiling water.
And with the grip on this one, it would be a lot easier to grip the bottom of the kickboard this time opposed to the top or side. Just on these bottom fins right here.
So we're gonna go ahead and swim out to where you guys will be swimming to, and we'll meet you out there. Here's our demonstration. Everyone see how that works? Let's give it a shot. So everyone go ahead and grab your own kickboard. Because like the format from last time, each person will come out, give you feedback, and we'll head back. All right, first person in every group, go ahead and go.
As some of you guys saw, are you ready, kids? As some of you guys saw, it was a little hard to keep the kickboards the kickboards above ground somewhat, down into the water. We want to keep this as relaxed as possible. Just try and pretend it's not even there, and it will rest on top of the water as you're kicking. Your kicking should propel you towards us, and the kickboard will follow.
You're not pulling on the kickboard, just let it float and do its thing as you focus on the legs. All right, next person. Ready to try it? And go.
Slider bending your right side.
Slider bend.
You can't use your legs, but try and focus on the arms. All right, first person, every group, go ahead and come out to us. All right, ready, Chloe?
I'm just gonna go.
Let's incorporate that feedback and get moving back to the wall. So first person, go ahead and head back. Thumbs out quick, yes. Oh, yeah. Rotation, yes. Way better, Cam. Nice. Yep. And wall, Brett. And Clinic for Chloe.
That's a lot better, yeah.
Very nice again, Chloe. Good. Thumbs down.
They'll tell you when you're there. Keep going.
That was solid. I would say you can get aggressive with those strokes, so make them a little quicker. It'll help you, especially if you aren't using a ton of legs. It'll help you stay up. But good.
We were yelling really good.
I did not go down like
Yes. Nice, Bristol. Nice, Bristol. All right, everyone can toss their swimming buoys up on the deck.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and try and get as many practice runs of this as possible. Same format, swim out to us, stop and give some feedback. So now we're incorporating and bringing everything together. So remember, steady breathing, staying relaxed and floaty, good kicks, boiling the water still, ballerina toes. A lot to think about, but try and let it go to the subconscious like we brought up on the first day, and we'll give you tips as needed. Does anyone have any questions before we start? Bringing everything together?
Yeah. One more picture I want to embed in your guys' head when incorporating the arms is imagine, so we're going to get our pinky first in the water, right? And imagine you're bowling in a bowling lake. You want to have some power behind that, and you want to follow through all the way. So as your pinky hits the surface, imagine you have a good sized bowling ball. You're going to throw it down the lane with some power all the way through. So full range of motion aspect comes into play, and just some power, you know, because we want to get from point A to point B efficiently.
That's killer. That's our thought right there. That's what's gonna happen. All right, again, one more time. Coaches are gonna swim out as a demonstration, and then we'll have you guys come out to us. Here we go. Alrighty, last time. Any questions before we start? We're good? Alright, let's do it. First person, come on out.
Here we go, roll that ball, baby. You got it?
Oh, yeah, that's where it is.
Alright, Chloe, let's see it.
Second person. Ready? There you go, guys. Keep these going. 6 seconds to feel one more ball. All right, Danny. Ready? All right, Crystal. Ready, Vince? Good, Henry.
Good. What? Good, yeah. You okay? Good? Yeah. Did you? How did you?
Here we go, Dean. Noah? All right, go ahead, Morgan. Whenever you're ready.
Alright, let's go ahead and make our way back to the wall. First person, go ahead and go. Wall, Brett. Wall down. Good. Is that strike? Powerful.
That looks so much better.
A lot better engaging your hip first rather than your knee.
All right, Nick. All right, Chloe. I'm adding a water boy.
Yeah, Pierce here.
Thumb up and then take it down.
All right, Henry. Good. We're here. Good, dude.
Are they really?
Crystal, we're gonna have her bring us down and you have to put your arms out, okay? Let's assume you bring it down. All right, let's head back. First person, go.
There's that water boy, buddy. Want some water. Pasta. Making pasta. Boil it.
Wall, Brett, wall.
I see you thinking about that left hand. Yeah. No, that was good. Way to think about it.
Guys, you need to boil that water. We're making pasta. There you go. Taste that water.
Any breath? Yeah, smooth as ever.
Nice job, Crystal.
Well done. Very well done.
Good job, guys. Any questions? Any difficulties with the stroke? Was there something that you were like?
Kind of looking at the toes. Usually a lot of pools will have flags above you so you know where you are in the lane. But for this, we're going to keep our focus on the wall to know where we are in the lane.
Yeah, and also just trying to keep your arm movements balanced between the two. So if you're going really far like out on one arm and like straight up on the other one, it's kind of be balanced between the two. Yeah.
That's a good question. Thanks for asking that. Any other questions? Great.
All right, now we're just going to close class with a prayer and reflection again. So do you guys want to just spread out along the lanes?
Make sure you have your spaced floats. Get your personal time.
I can actually float if I have.
Yeah, great idea. If you want to grab a swimming buoy, that'll be relaxing as heck.
Someone wants a little our inspiration for the class?
Crystal, did you get the ducky? Sure. You got there. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Very nice.
Does anyone else want one?
Yeah, I like these guys.
Red. So, with floating, you guys remember, you just want to be a starfish. You want to be in that sensory deprivation tank like Elle was in Stranger Things and just relax, trying to tune everything else out and just trying to really think on something. We're going into spring break right now. I think we only have like 59 days left until we graduate or something like that. Just trying to relax and think about, I don't know.
Get super sentimental. Think about all your time here.
We only have one more after this, so try and just make the most of this time. Really relax and reflect on yourselves. And with that, we'll let you guys get started.
right, let's go ahead and get our half circle and gather into a quick conclusion. Go ahead and half circle in here. Incorporated. How was the floating with the swimming buoy? Really nice. You guys could have gone there all day. Great, yeah, so today we went back over freestyle stroke. Everyone looked like they felt really good with it. Did anyone have any questions for that? We're about to head off to break, so we want to make sure we get some cues and just reiterate this so it's in your head over that break time. Oh, good. You guys look awesome on backstroke. We really want to open up time. Is there any way that you guys feel we could improve lessons and coach you better and help you to understand what we're doing better? Yes.
I think you guys kind of did it today when you had to stop halfway. That helped a lot.
That helped, yeah.
Because then you were making this mistake, you didn't do it twice in a row. You had a chance to correct it. So you guys kind of did your own. That was good.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. Glad that worked. Any questions or things you guys have? Yes, Noah.
I was just going to say, continue with those analogies.
Great. Glad those help.
Augie.
Augie nailed it. Rocked it out of the park today. That was nice.
Dang.
Wonderful. All right. Well, if we don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and ask if Cam would be willing to pray us out.
God, thank you for today and for the fun class period we got to have with our classmates. Please go with all of us this next week, and please give us an opportunity to rest during our spring break, and for those traveling, either on a Flyers play or going home to our early initiative program, please keep everyone safe, and please let your presence be with them in whatever work they're doing. Thank you for Westmont and for the place to spend all of us, and for surrounding us with such great people for this time to help us to learn and mature in a great place. Thank you for the relationships that we've got to form, and please help us to finish well here and then continue with us on to whatever is next for all of us. Amen.
All right, guys. Great job today.
Good job, guys.
Great break.